Siobhan,
Yes.
it's the middle of the night, just after you escaped from Duchamp's steel mill. The rest of the squad is currently asleep around you. You're sitting alone on lookout. You hear the crackling of the radio at your side, followed by the hushed voice of Captain Aguila. Red, are you there?
I gingerly pick it up, I'm here, Captain.
I just wanted to check in with you in the squad again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to contact you again like this.
Understandable. Everyone else is asleep. Guinevere and I are wounded. We're in recovery right now, though, so I think once we recover, we'll move on out to Oma's location.
That's good. I know you all got dumped into a situation here that you feel like you weren't prepared for.
You're not wrong.
I probably feel like I should have told you more. Yeah, I could have told you that you'd be fighting other witches out there. It wouldn't have made a difference or changed anything that I did.
It's just, if we had known about this threat, and Dudley had the information on this, I mean, why wasn't this communicated to us earlier? Counter tactics could have been installed, surveillance programs set up, something along the lines of being able to better prepare ourselves.
Because people like the Brigadier don't care if you're prepared or not. To them, you're just going to be a weapon. The Brigadier, the other people in charge, they don't see you as soldiers out there on the ground. They don't see you as people. They see you as weapons. The only thing I ever wanted to do when I was training you, to keep you all human.
Thank you, Captain Aguila.
There's a long moment of silence before she speaks again. We're witches, Miha. People are afraid of us. Trouble is going to find us no matter what we do. You could spend your whole life holed up in your home, sitting quietly on your chair, not bothering anyone, and trouble would still come knocking at your door. The only choice we have is whether we open up and let trouble have its way, or if we look trouble square in the eye, hit it in the balls. Each one of you is a spark. You could start a wildfire. And some people are going to do whatever it takes to douse that flame. But you can't let them. Keep your fire going. No matter how hard it gets, you keep your flame burning. This is my final order to you as your captain. Burn.
Thank you, Captain. I won't disappoint you.
There's a crackle of static, and as if the radio transceiver's being passed from one hand to another, and you hear the Brigadier's voice again. This is Aguila's squad, is it? This operation is officially over. You are to immediately return to England, where you'll be appropriately disciplined. Is that understood?
No, it's not understood.
What did you say, soldier?
I said it's not understood. You're going to have to be clearer and give me more information that details exactly what you would expect of us.
I don't have time to get smart with you, soldier. This mission you're on was never meant for you. This mission is hereby officially aborted. You are all to immediately change course, return to the Wyvern Barracks, and you'll be lucky if you're still a part of this army tomorrow.
And what are you going to do if we don't follow that direct order?
Is that a threat, soldier?
Well, I'm just saying, we are currently in a location that is undisclosed, deep within enemy territory. How many men are you able to maneuver at this point in time? I've been keeping up with the reports, by the way.
I'm going to give you one more chance to turn around and come back. If you don't, you're going to regret it.
I've lived enough of my life trying to avoid regrets. Captain Aguila, we'll see you... I don't know when. And I'm going to conjure a spear and shove it through the radio.
The moon crests high behind the hill that rises before you. Pinpricks of light from the windows are all that marks the presence of your destination here. Station Zwei, a military prison built right into the side of the hill. The front of the complex is flanked by a pair of watchtowers equipped with skyward-pointing spotlights. A single zigzagging path leads up to the entrance. The approach is lined on both sides by tall, imposing steel fences and concrete fortifications. There's a palpable chill in the air that seems to radiate off the building.
So, in light of what happened previously, I think we should probably think of a different entrance strategy for this one.
Well, if we can't go forward and we can't go above...
Under?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Should we attempt mysticism to try to, like, ghost ourselves? You know what I mean? Like, project.
Oh, that's right. You can astral project.
With mysticism.
I appreciate that Guinevere is just the fucking Martian manhunter of our group, where it's just like she just has a superpower for every occasion.
Yeah, I've had it this entire time.
I mean, we can all do mysticism, just 3 of us aren't so good at it.
Yeah, can we do like a group ritual to just try and like give one person one really good roll?
I mean, you could attempt to create an advantage and let someone else use that advantage to get a bonus on their mysticism roll.
I nominate Audrey because I believe she has a stronger mysticism roll than I do.
Audrey, what do you need for a successful astral projection, or is there anything that helps you?
Surf and turf dinner would help, definitely. Yeah, can I make that you gotta serve me a 3-course meal? And it better be up to fucking standards, alright? I'm sitting out here eating canned beans or some shit out in the brush.
You know what? I will create the world in my image. I will,
Oh my god, you're actually doing this?
I will make a 3-course dinner.
You know, Audrey, some of us enjoy camping.
I like camping too. It doesn't mean we have to eat beans every day.
Oh my god, he got an 8.
Here's a lovely 3-course dinner for all of us.
Well, you can't just say that and not tell us what it is. What's on the menu?
You gotta describe it.
For our astral projection, we have bruschetta of Italian prosciutto, fior di latte mozzarella, heirloom tomatoes, basil, mint, and aged balsamic vinegar reduction to start. For the main course, we have crisp skinned duck breast, spice-dried cabbage, broccolini, mash, sweet potato chips, and pinot jus. And then for dessert, we have creme brulee and raspberry compote with vanilla madeleines.
Harmony is like physically trying not to cry right now.
I hope it is all to your liking.
Siobhan, you're beautiful.
I know I am. You know what, I'm just going to regularly conjure fancy dinnerware.
Conjures everything onto the fucking bird.
Yeah.
Let me just eat this with my hands like the savage.
It's one of
that I
those
am.
upscale,
Thanks.
gentrified New York restaurants. We got to eat everything off of leaves.
You have a table covered in food.
Excellent.
With an 8, you have exactly whatever was you're picturing.
Okay, excellent.
Well, I'm gonna share my plate of food with Titan.
Since you did so well, we're gonna give you guys a temporary group aspect called well fed.
The advantage has been created.
Alright, someone's astral projecting. Go ahead and roll mysticism for me.
Sure, I guess it was me. That's with nothing. I don't know if did I have a proper...
Yeah, you could use well fed on that for a +2 if you want. 4's pretty good though.
Cool. Now I'm projected astrally.
Yeah, now you're ghost, Audrey.
Am I visible? What are the limitations on my astral projection?
My interpretation here is that you're like invisible and intangible.
Alright. Well, is it a gate? Is it a front door here? Is it locked, unlocked?
There is a doorway, yeah.
Actually, if I'm intangible and shit, I can just move through walls and stuff anyway. Who cares, right?
You try to pass through the gate and you find that your incorporeal form bounces off of it.
Ah, dang. Alright, I'm out here then. Boing! Does it make a humorous sound effect?
Yeah, but
It
you're
sure
the only
does.
one who can hear it.
Well, let me go around then. Let's see if I can find an opening.
Oh no, you can pass through most objects just fine, but the gate for some reason resists you, and the walls do as well.
But like all the way around.
Yeah, you can pass like the rock and stuff just fine, but as soon as you get to like the actual like man-made structure of the prison, you find a unusual resistance pushing against you.
Can I go under? Can I just pass through the dirt underneath? Pull a Kitty Pryde sort of thing on here?
Alright, because you did really good on your astral projection, I'll say you are able to finagle your way sort of under the gate and pass through and get into the Station Zwei proper.
Haha! Didn't put any shit on the dirt, did you? Forgot about that. So what can I see in here? Let me roll recon, possibly. Or not.
Sure, go ahead.
A 0 right on the dot. Excellent.
It is a big 0.
It is a big 0. No, it's a moderately sized 0. It's about the same size as all the other numbers.
It's rather svelte 0. You attempt to navigate your way around inside, but the labyrinthine maze-like network of hallways soon leaves you confused and feeling kind of turned around.
Can I not bother with the hallways and just go through the walls? Like, are there lots of guards? Oh, but I can see there's lots of guards.
Yeah, it's extremely well guarded in here. It's a prison.
Assuming yeah, exactly. Basically, what I'm being told here is use a fate point because I'm an idiot or because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, you know what you're doing. Maybe your character doesn't.
Probably would use the well-fed one.
All right, go ahead and roll recon again.
Excellent. 3, I guess.
After wandering aimlessly for a few more minutes, you finally see something that looks familiar to you. And you kind of get a gist of where you are, and you realize, okay, this is it. There's like a front entrance room. There's like a hallway leading south, and there's two doors coming off of it to the east, and to connect to another hallway that leads to the main lockup where all the majority of prisoners are being held. There's not a ton of people here, but there's a good collection. None of them immediately stand out to you as like, oh, that's got to be Oma. They just kind of look like a bunch of war prisoners. And there's another hallway coming off of that from the south that leads to a door that looks to be almost even more locked than the front entrance was.
Right. So that's probably a good place. Probably where important stuff is.
Mhm.
I guess I'll just come back and tell everybody what I found there. The prisoners are on the east side, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn off mysticism, but snap my fingers.
You actually click your heels twice, or you hold down the home button and the power button.
Right. Hey everybody, I found about nothing. There's some hallways, there's some doors. There's what looks to be prisoners on the east side of the prison here.
That gives us something to work with.
Yeah. At least now we know that if we head east, we'll hit the prisoners.
But also, the walls and gates, pretty much everywhere around, is protected against at least astral projection. And
I don't think we can brute force our way in. Because if you, as an intangible ghost projection, can't get in, then me being a solid meat human is going to have an even harder time getting in.
yeah, but how about instead of meat humans, we throw explosives? Theoretically, we know which side the prisoners are on, and we could theoretically, again, blow a hole in the side right there, and make a very planned out stand there. That it would be easy enough to bottleneck a single open hole in the wall if we could get that said hole in the wall. Kind of use our things to our advantage. I do have another idea that is kind of halfway between stealth and explosions.
Well, you've got the highest tactics out of all of us, so let's hear it.
Yeah, because that definitely. Hold on, let me roll tactics to see if I can think of
you
this.
talking about, Harmony?
You're fine. It's your idea. You're fine.
Exactly. Yeah. Could we not put an explosive and conjures? I'm not sure what my character would know the term for this, but when you cover an explosive with a solid piece of metal, or we could conjure whatever, a container to contain a blast, keep it from being loud and explosive so much, and really focus it on a single area.
It's like direct it.
Yeah, exactly. Could we theoretically blow a small-ish hole, like enough for a person still, but
Well, that's a good idea. If we if we use illusion to cast like a fog above the watchtower, and then we all just took a specific range and then just attack those people within it.
yeah, or use that as cover to just do the specific blast against.
What if we swung around to the southeast side of the building, or the encampment,
I like it.
blew a hole in there, and tried to get the prisoners from around there? See if Oma's in there.
That is basically exactly what my plan earlier. Yes.
I'll roll illusion for some rolling mist. I got a 1.
You don't really make a very impressive cloud of mist.
I'm pretty limp today, I guess.
Guy in the watchtower. Getting kind of misty.
What's that cloud over there?
I could roll conjuration to conjure some fog.
Go for it.
2.
How much fog are you trying to make?
Enough to obscure watchtowers, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you're able to make a fairly decent smoke screen.
And then we just roll our stealth and shit and move around to the southeast where Silas can have at the wall.
Okay, stealth out.
I rolled a 0.
I got a 1. That's not terrible.
I could have won.
This is why we obscured their vision, so hopefully.
So you guys are hustling around to the southeast corner of the prison?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, the prison's built like into the side of a hill, so this part's less like prison facility, mostly just hill. But you're largely able to. Well, Audrey, give me a tactics roll.
It's a 0. I'm rolling shit today.
Wow, yeah.
This is awesome. I could throw a fate point out, invoking my. Oh no, I've already invoked my military background once a scene.
You can invoke it again. You just can't invoke the same aspect multiple times on the same roll.
Then I'm definitely going to do that as well.
Yeah, you're able to lead them to as best you can the southeast corner where you pinpointed where the lockup was.
All right, should be about here then. Silas, somebody want to give his explosion some cover?
I'll conjure a bubble on either side of the wall.
Perfect.
We're gonna conjure a classic, like explosive payload with the wire and the plunger.
Oh, even better.
Nice.
Yes, please.
That's a 6. Holy
Oh
smokes.
yeah, you get exactly what you wanted.
Fuck yeah, I got a 6.
There's like a bunch of like red dynamite sticks and like a couple barrels that just say TNT on the side.
Are they Acme brand?
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
We're all gonna die.
So yeah, I'm gonna get my my explosives set inside the bubble, wire up, run ready,
But we're all gonna take cover. Take cover back here.
fire in the hole. Here's my explosives roll. That's a 2. Would I get an advantage for the bubble?
You know, mechanically that would make sense. So yeah, you just say you get a +2 on that. So you rolled a 4.
Then I rolled a 4.
How do you guys imagine this playing out? I'll let you narrate it.
The way I was picturing, or we're hoping, is that within the bubble, everything in there, the concrete, all of it, just vaporized, hopefully, with the advantage and the good explosives and conjuration rolls. That is gone, and around it is a little bit more damaged. I don't know if the bubble vanishes or whatever, but it's structurally, this area is not sound, and there's a big hole in it. Maybe not man-sized, but enough that we could get in and out, or widen it easily if we had to.
There's a moment of tension where nothing happens, and then there is in fact what would have been an earth-shattering kaboom, but because it's contained by the glass dome, it's kind of just like pff, rubble blasts inward and outward, and there is a hole big enough for probably one person to fit through.
I think we found out at the last place that I'm the most bullet resistant, so I'll go in first.
Yeah, okay.
I also speak French, and they're presumably French prisoners, so...
Also, you can communicate verbally regardless of language, you just can't read other languages.
Alright, well, I'll write them a letter telling them to escape.
Because he can write French.
But just like, if I go through and there's a bunch of machine guns pointed at me on the other side, I'd rather have me at the front instead of, like, Siobhan, you know? Because I handle getting shot better than Siobhan did.
You creep through the hole into the prison, and you see iron bars, because you just blasted your way into one of the prison cells.
Okay, it's progress, it's progress. Is this cell occupied with anyone other than myself?
Yes, there's a large man standing next to you with orange beard and sideburns and very barrel-chested man.
Hi.
Well, you do know how to make a good racket, don't you?
Alright, well, I don't know who you are, I don't know what you're for, and I don't care. I gestured to the tunnel. You're free now.
The name's Doogie McLeod.
Well, Doogie, starting as right now, you're a free man. Get through
Yes,
the
all
tunnel.
right, pleasure to make your acquaintance, lassie.
Please, Doogie, just go through the tunnel and go away. I'm in the middle of very important things. I'm
No,
sure
if you're
a
taking the
charming
fight to the
person.
Nazis, I want to be right there with you. I'm going to be down in the trenches looking to square up with them.
Doogie, I'm sure that you are a fantastic person to have around with charming personality quirks and an extensive backstory. But right now, I don't want any civilians to get gunned down because we did any stupid shit. So please, just take this chance at freedom and just run.
All right, but I can't guarantee I'm not going to come right back once I'm out.
Can I
Well,
yell
I'm not
through the
culpable
hole?
for
Ask
that.
him where Oma is.
Yeah, where's Oma? Before we
Oh,
go.
you're looking for Oma. Aye, she's here. She's locked up down below.
All right. What's the quickest way to get there from here?
Ah, you see that hallway right across from the cell on the far wall? On the other side there's a door leading down to the tunnels. That's where they got Oma locked up.
What kind of defenses are we talking about?
Yeah, they got a combination lock on the door. You're not getting through unless you know the combination.
Any guards posted there?
Oh, there's guards all over, lassie.
How many people know the combination? Do you know?
Oh, well, I reckon most of the guards know the combination, and I do as
Okay, Doogie, you're really making a case for yourself to stick around. So, what's the combination?
If you let me come with you, I'll tell you what the combination is.
Yeah, I really appreciate Kellen wants you to come along with us, but
I guarantee I'm a really important character. Let me come along.
Okay, fine. You established yourself.
Now, these bars, I'm going to go out on a limb and say cold iron.
They are cold to the touch, yeah.
Guinevere, could you squeeze between the bars in your lizard form?
Or conjure bolt cutters and just cut through it. Cold iron, as far as we know, hurts magical people. Doesn't say anything about being invincible.
Conjuring bolt cutters. I got a 4.
Yeah, you have bolt cutters.
Audra, can you use enchantment to make like a cone of silence around us so they can't hear all the sounds of like metal?
I don't know if that's enchantment, but maybe.
It makes sense to me if that was enchantment.
I enchant the air to not carry sound.
I mean, like I said, as long as it can be expressed in as a +2 bonus to one of your rolls, you can do whatever you want.
A 2.
Yeah, we'll say that's good enough.
can we center it on Doogie?
No, I refuse. I enjoy his banter so far.
So no one can hear us now, right in this area here? I can be as loud as I want.
No,
Let's-
please don't fart.
Let's not test that theory. Okay, I'm gonna pass the conjured bolt cutters over to Harmony.
Yeah, you're able to cut your way through one of the metal bars of the prison cell.
Has that create enough of a space for us to squeeze through?
Because usually bars are far enough apart you could get like an arm through.
It's
Mhm.
true.
So unless any of us are overweight right now.
I'm pretty hefty myself.
We're too well fed. Damn.
Shit, I shouldn't have made that.
we all like let our belt buckles out at the end of that one, so now we're just slightly larger.
Everyone just take a deep breath.
Don't worry, I'll just enchant everybody with grease.
Coconut
Make
oil.
everyone slippery.
Yeah, you slip on through to the other side.
Quick question here, sorry. This is another door here, right?
That is another door.
Is it locked as well, or no?
No, it's not locked.
Cool, I conjure a chair and I jam it underneath the doorknob.
All right. The door is now jammed.
I think I got the other entryway barred long enough, hopefully.
Can we get Guinevere, you wanna,
Yo,
since you're tiny and hard to spot, you wanna just poke your head through this door here? I'll open it a crack, see what you can see.
sure, can, buddy.
She's got 3 eyes, so she can see 50% better than we can.
Just 50% though.
She's got 20/20/20 vision.
So should I roll recon to see what I can see?
As you guys are huddling around the door to the south, you suddenly hear a cry coming from the catwalks up above as one of the Nazi guards says, "Hey, we have a prisoner escape. Everybody get in here."
Does the catwalk run around the outside or through the middle?
Through the middle.
Alright.
They're gonna do their little turn on the catwalk.
Yeah, on the catwalk.
On the catwalk, yeah.
Get him, Doogie.
I don't have a weapon. Give me something to fight with.
Hey, I throw my machine gun.
I like it. All right, if you guys are gonna fight, roll for initiative.
So that's a 2.
2.
Well, they rolled a 4, so the enemies are actually going first this time.
We fucked.
First Nazi guard's gonna advance south. He's gonna point his gun down to the side and take a shot at Siobhan.
I mean, I always get shot at, so it's fine.
Right, he only rolled a 1 for his attack. Go ahead and roll athletics.
On one.
Hey, we're not dying.
Next guard is also going to advance south. He's going to take a shot at Harmony. They rolled a 1 again. Go ahead and roll athletics.
Skadoosh. A 2.
Roll a 2. All right, you successfully dodged the hail of bullets coming at you. Third guard also going to make a shot at Siobhan. That's a 2.
Nope.
That's just one
All right.
shift. It's
One
fine.
shift.
It's still good.
As the bullet strikes your shoulder, though, you feel a gnawing cold, almost like frostbite, in your shoulder as the bullet penetrates you, and you take 1 additional shift of damage because they're using cold iron rounds. So you take 2 shifts of damage.
Cool. I am so glad this is happening. Also, do I still have my consequence from last session or no?
Yep, you do still have that consequence.
Uh-oh.
You hear the banging from the door as more guards try to break down the door that Siobhan barricaded with a chair.
Haha.
They only rolled a 2 of those, so they're not able to break through it just yet. Now it's your guys' turn.
Recon. I got a 5.
You see a short hallway leading to the west. At the end of it is a large door set that is sealed with a combination lock set right into it.
I relate that information to Audrey.
And Silas, cover the retreat.
I'm going to conjure a cube around these 2 guards. Let's box everyone in.
Alright, if you're trying to make a whole cube around them, it's probably going to call for a big roll.
Here goes nothing. Nope.
Does one give us anything?
It just barely materializes. Like you're under too much stress and it's too far away. You're just not able to make it happen.
Okay.
You did just get shot.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Doogie's going to move. His movement speed is 1.
God.
I'm gonna give him hell. Don't worry. And he's gonna make an attack against one of the closest guard on the catwalk. Isn't he such an endearing NPC?
I'm actually liking him a lot now, especially because he just rolled a 3 for assault.
And he rolled a -1 for defense.
Holy shit!
Doogie
Welcome
fills
to the
that-
team,
All right,
Duke.
Doogie covered our escape.
Doogie
so I
fills
was
one of the
good
Nazis
there.
full of holes. Harmony had a Tommy gun, Jack?
Yeah, it's a Thompson.
She had Thompson submachine gun this whole time. She never said anything about it.
What? I said it in session 0.
Who remembers session 0?
I'm gonna wing a grenade at the remaining dude in this zone there in the center of the room.
Okie dokie, Artichoke.
Holy shit! I got a 1 on explosives.
Wow.
What?
You rolled a -3 on the dice. Wow. Well, you rolled a 1 as defense, so you throw the grenade up and it just like bounces off the bottom of the catwalk and lands on the floor.
Can I actually use collateral damage to collapse the catwalk?
What's the wording on collateral damage?
After you make a failed attack using explosives, you may immediately make a second explosives roll against opposition 3. If you succeed, create an advantage based on the damage your attack did.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Against opposition 3. That's a 4.
Yep, that'll do it. You just want to bring down the catwalk?
Yeah.
All right. The Nazi who just fell off the collapsed catwalk is gonna stagger up to his feet and try to take a shot at Doogie.
Can I use that free invoke on him?
You absolutely may. Right. That'll give him a
Nice.
-2.
Still shaky from the landing.
He still rolled a +2 with a -2
Damn,
penalty.
What?
Oh yeah, Doogie takes 3 shifts of damage.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Shit, Doogie.
I kept him from taking another 2.
You did. You would have been pretty much killed in 1 hit if you hadn't done that. Well, the last guard can't really advance forward because the catwalk collapsed, so he's going to try to make a snipe attack against Doogie.
Not Doogie.
He rolled a 2 on his snipe attack. Doogie's defense is 1. Doogie takes 1 shift of damage.
Doogie's a strong young lad. He'll be fine.
And more guards outside are going to attempt to break down the door again. They just rolled a 4. So the door to the north is broken down and more Nazis pour into the room. But I say that'll end their turn for now.
Can I put up a wall of fire between Doogie and the Nazis? That's a 4.
Yeah. Go ahead and describe what you're attempting to create.
I'm just trying to create a wall of fire. I'll have it go just across the room diagonally, just putting a wall of fire between Silas and Doogie and on one side and the Nazis coming in on the other side. And I think that's all I can do right now. Except maybe ask Doogie for the password in case he doesn't live long enough to enter it for us. Doogie, what's the password?
He's too caught up in his battle fury to answer.
You know what? That's fair.
Should I try giving it a crack?
I have the code written down right here. If you get it right, I will let you through the door. You need a 5-digit number to get through.
Should we try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I'm going to try keeping Doogie alive first. Yeah, I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to roll that thing I roll to heal people. A 1. I'm going to invoke my hole patcher by trade.
That makes a lot of sense to
Patch
me.
his holes. So it would be a 3.
You successfully heal 3 shifts of damage from Doogie.
Yeah. Get over here, Doogie.
I'm doing my best. I'm not very fast.
I like to conjure a wall in the zone between Doogie and I. And I'm going to roll a 2.
You're able to make a wall. It's not a great wall. No pun intended. It's not a particularly outstanding wall, but you are able to create an obstacle.
And then would that count as creating an advantage?
Sure.
I'm going to move into the hallway here, and then that's the end of my turn.
Conjure a wall right beside Silas's, so it covers that last zone, so that way Doogie has full cover, hopefully between the fire and the 2 conjured walls.
The fire and the flames.
He will carry on.
I like that everybody's just quick conjure an obstacle. I'll do that too. Let's just make sure nothing gets through here. This is actually a really good plan. I like it.
We're finally synergizing.
Well, I was planning on attempting to figure out the lock so we can actually move forward.
Yeah, why not? You have a 1 in 100,000 chance.
Yeah, I know, right? I'll just roll through all the numbers.
11111. 11112. 11113.
Well, I'm gonna start with the obvious 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just roll from there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 does not work.
All right. Well.
I'll let you try 2 per turn if you're really dead set on doing this.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4.
That does not work.
Okay. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5.
That does not work.
Okay.
Alright, Duke is just gonna use his whole turn to walk towards the hallway, towards you guys. The first 4 numbers are 3362. I don't remember what the last one was. Alright, this Nazi who has survived the collapsing of the catwalk and everything is gonna circle around the walls and try to run through the fire.
Nice try, dipshit. Fire's hot.
What did you roll when you were making it? A 4? Alright, he rolled it once, so he's gonna take 3 shifts of damage on that.
Fucking brilliant.
And he's gonna try to shoot Audrey.
Ah!
I like the role playing. You rolled a 4. Go ahead and roll athletics for your defense.
Oh, a 3. Oh, jeez, that's pretty good.
Because he's using cold iron bullets, you take 2 shifts of damage from that.
Oof, ouch, my 2 shifts.
The rest of the Nazis are just kind of line up here, but they're not going to take any shots at you. So back to you guys' turn.
Guinevere, do you want to keep trying numbers?
You can try 2 numbers per turn, like 1 for each, like as a minor action and a major action.
3, 3, 2, or 6, 2, 1.
Does not work.
Okay. 3, 3, 6, 2, 2.
Does not work.
I'm gonna make more fire. That's a 5.
That's pretty good. Go ahead and draw your wall, or whatever it is you're trying to do.
I'm gonna make another wall of fire on a 90-degree angle, perpendicular to the wall that I already made, in order to just block off the Nazi that just ran through the wall of fire. So I was gonna have to run through fire twice.
This is getting out of hand.
So I can still see the 4 soldiers right there, right?
I mean, there's several walls blocking your line of sight.
Fuck it, I'm gonna make a wall perpendicular to Adam's previous wall. So now when the guy runs through fire, there's another wall.
We're just kind of like putting protective layers around ourselves, like an oyster with a piece of sand in its gut.
We broke down a wall so we could get in and make more walls.
I got a 7 to make this wall.
Yeah, that's a pretty good wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna move all the way over to the door here and try the combination 3-3-6-2-3.
Does not work.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Alright, well, I guess with nothing else to do, I'm gonna walk over to the door. 3-3-6-2-4.
Does not work. Doogie runs forward. He's like, "Yeah, let me help. I'll try some more combinations." And he uses his whole turn to get over there, so he's just winded. This severely burned Nazi in the southeast is going to attempt to run through the next wall of fire. He rolled a 5.
Damn it. I guess you can't be set on fire if you're already on fire.
He's wise to the fire's trap.
Can't get burned if you're already burning.
So the rest of the Nazis are going to try to run through the wall.
Through the fire.
I love that this is like... I love that just running through fire is collectively the best idea they can come up with.
What would you do in this situation, Jack?
They're just following orders, Jack.
So one of them doesn't even come out on the other side. He's just gone.
Completely fucking incinerated.
The other side dies. The third guy comes out severely burned, and the fourth one uses the body of one of the ones who died as a shield to get through. So they're gonna try to break through the next wall too. They both come through the other side looking much the worse for wear, but are still alive.
Now it's back to us.
Correct.
I'm going to create a third wall of fire.
Jesus
Excellent.
Christ.
It's working for us.
Well,
I see no reason to change this strategy now. I got a 7 on Kinesis.
All right, you make another firewall.
Kellen, we do know that the Nazis are on the other side of the wall, is that correct?
Is your wall made of glass?
Yes.
Is it transparent?
Translucent, yes.
Then you probably have a pretty good idea they're on the other side.
I was going to roll enchantment on the wall to make it slippery. It's going to make it harder for them to climb the wall. I rolled a 5.
How does the slipperiness manifest?
Well, it's enchantment, so it's slippery now.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming.
Remember when Josuke uses soft and wet to steal the friction from the floor?
Yeah?
Yeah. Or like Magic School Bus, where they do the frictionless baseball.
Yeah.
I was just going to try a combination as well.
What were you going to try?
Which is 3-3-6-2-6.
Does not work.
3, 3, 6, 2. Wait. Out of character. Did we already try 6, 2, 5?
No.
Because according to my records, we did not.
Your records are correct.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
if you're the one keeping records.
Okay, so I want to try 3, 3, 6, 2, 5.
Does not work.
3, 3, 6, 2, 7.
The tumblers click and roll, and the door
Hey!
slides open.
We should have known to try Kellen's birthday. God damn it.
Is it really your birthday?
I was born on December 27th.
Yeah,
Ah,
33627. Obviously.
12/27. Right. Got it.
6 is 12.
Anyways, I'm gonna bust open that door.
Oh, it busted.
Doogie, get in there.
I'm on it. Doogie runs through the door and into the darkness beyond.
All right, everybody, listen for Doogie's screams.
I think we have enough walls set up now, so
So we jam the door and keep going.
all right then. I can close the door and jam it with a conjured chair again.
We're jamming.
I got a 4 on my conjuration.
You're jamming the door to the hallway you're in?
Yeah, jamming the door to the hallway that we're in, so that way, if the Nazis do somehow get over the slippery wall and the firewall and get to the door, there's a chair blocking it, so they can't get through.
All right, you jam the door shut with a chair.
And then I guess for my minor action, I will follow Doogie in.
Blindly?
We didn't hear him scream. So.
Yeah, unless he was killed so suddenly that he didn't have time to scream.
All right, you pass through into the darkness beyond.
I will also go there.
Well, shit, guess we're dead.
Through the door into the darkness beyond. Which, by the way, Darkness Beyond is it's an album by the Mexican death metal band Hakavits.
I'm gonna go through the door
Wait, I'm gonna jump on your back.
and then through the door with the both of us.
Beyond the locked door, you find yourselves in a small adjoining room, on the other end of which you can see just barely beyond the darkness, sort of what looks like a passage into a very rough-hewn system of caverns or tunnels.
Who wants to conjure a torch?
Well, you're the one who uses fire.
Probably chant your face to glow. I don't know.
I'm just making like a little fireball that's like floating above the palm of my hand as like illumination.
Oh, kind of like a little will-o'-the-wisp thing, huh?
Yeah.
You could just barely illuminate the area immediately in front of you.
Okay, then I move forward.
I have it split up into zones so you can maneuver your character as if you were on a combat map.
I move directly 2 spaces forward, I guess.
I'm gonna go 1 as well.
All right.
Is this a branching path, or
Yeah, there's a path heading west and a path heading south.
in the interest of not splitting the party, I'm going to send my little will-o'-wisp and just send it like hovering down the passage to my right, just so I can illuminate it and see what's ahead in that direction.
Is that west or south?
It would be west.
Passage appears to continue towards the west and curve towards the south.
I'll conjure a flare and throw it ahead.
Ahead meaning...
South.
Yeah, you conjure up a flare, throw it to the south. You get a good glimpse of the chamber beyond. It's a larger chamber. This one has branches to the east and to the west. And also contains the horrible secret. It's Doogie!
Oh god, it's him again!
I'm sorry, Doogie, you just have a very startling appearance about you.
Don't worry, I get that a lot.
I'm going to move forward and I'll try to conjure a flashlight.
Oh yeah, you make yourself a flashlight.
I'll shine it down the west hallway, I guess.
The west hallway appears to connect to the hallway to the north of it that Harmony revealed.
Okay, I'll send a little will-o'-wisp down the east hallway then.
There's a large chamber, this one heading directly south.
Is there like a breeze or something that we can feel since we're underground? Because you know how like sometimes when you're underground and like you can feel like a gust of air from like a natural opening?
No, unless you're, except for like Audrey and Silas, who are still standing in front of the door leading back, the air's pretty dead down here.
Okay.
I'm gonna suggest that we head the south.
As you guys head further into the tunnel system, from behind you, you hear a crashing and splintering sound as someone tears past the chair that Siobhan had set up to block the door.
Son of a bitch.
Well, do we go back to our plans from before?
No, just keep going forward. Get the fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah, just keep moving. Keep those lights dimmed.
Keep going south, I guess.
And then I'll illuminate this western corridor over here with my functioning flashlight.
The corridor to the west, it kind of connects to one of the ones to the north you found already.
Would it just be a major action to lay a tripwire trap?
Yeah, because using magic, I think, is a major action.
I'd like to lay a trap then the north border of this zone. Conjuration then?
Yeah,
That's a 1.
pretty shoddy tripwire.
Can I invoke one-man armory to just re-roll?
Yeah, you can.
Much better. That's a 5.
Does the tripwire do anything, or is it just going to trip someone?
It's gonna trigger an explosion.
Oh, okay. And you can all hear slow, methodical footsteps echoing off the stone walls from somewhere else in the cavern system.
That's not a good sound.
Do we want to keep exploring to the west here then? Or do we want to take a defensive position?
No, I think we should keep going. Because if we stop, then they're definitely going to run into us.
Another fork in the road, one leading south, one leading west.
Let's shine it to the south here, see what we find.
Big room with 3 passages leading off of it.
I'm going to scream.
This is some McDonald's play place bullshit.
In the darkness, you see a ball pit.
Oh no.
I want to lay another tripwire on the northern border of this room as well.
Okay.
That's a 3.
The footsteps gradually draw closer. Harmony. Looking to the west. In the distance, a dark shape moves into view. As it reaches the light, you can make it out as a woman 7 feet tall and broad-shouldered. Her hair is white and a pair of scars form a cross just under her right eye. A scarf is wrapped around the lower half of her face. She hefts a minigun in her hands and a blade is sheathed at her hip. As the sounds of her booted footsteps echo off the walls, her dead gray eyes stare right through you, unblinking. The Iron Ghost is upon you.
Maybe it's Oma? Are you Oma?
She says nothing. Doogie's gonna leap in front of you and say, "Get behind me, lass, I'll protect you."
Doogie, I think it would be a lot more constructive if we just both get the hell out of here right now.
The Iron Ghost levels her minigun at Doogie. The rotor begins to whir and she fires off several shots. Rolled 4. Doogie takes 2 shifts of damage. Bullets rip through him, but with his sturdy physique, he keeps standing. It's now your guys' turn again.
Now you've done it. Nobody fucks with our beloved friend Doogie. I'm going to invoke Won't Stand for this. And I'm going to try and blast Le Fantôme de Fer with a Le Ball de Fire.
Before you do anything, I need you to make a willpower roll.
That's a 3.
As you heft the ball of fire into your hand, the Iron Ghost stares at you with her dead gray eyes. And suddenly, you're not looking at the ghost anymore. You're looking at your own reflection. But as you can see that your eyes have taken on the color of Caliban in this reflection, but your body is scarred and burned and turned to ash. And as your reflection looks at you in Caliban's voice, it says, "Feels good to be in charge, doesn't it?" To the rest of anyone else looking on, it generally appears that Harmony is frozen in place and her muscles are not moving as the Iron Ghost stares straight at her. Harmony, your turn is over.
Can I shapeshift into like a different animal to try to like grab both Doogie and Harmony to get the fuck out of there?
Well, first you're going to have to move over there, which is a minor action, and then shapeshifting is going to be your major action.
Okay, so I move the 2 spaces and then I shapeshift.
Roll shapeshifting.
I got a 4. Shit.
What are you shapeshifting into?
A hippogriff.
No. I was gonna do like a direwolf type situation where I can just like throw her on my back and run.
Yeah, you could take on a direwolf shape.
Sweet.
Let's move up. And yeah, we're going to try and wall off the passageway between the Iron Ghost and us.
Roll conjuration.
I got a 4.
Alright, you make a 4-shift wall.
We gotta find Alma. I'm gonna wing a flare out to the west.
Another passageway leading to the west with a branch leading south.
I'm gonna move 1 zone to the west.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
I'm gonna follow Silas, I think.
Iron Ghost is going to barge forward and try to force her way through the wall. Oh man, that was a rough roll. Gotta spend a fate point on that.
Oh god.
She just Kool-Aid manned us.
Pretty much. She just burst right through it, yeah. And with one of her hands, she's going to reach out and Harmony, she's going to grab you by the throat and start choking you.
No.
Do I get to roll a physique for that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll physique.
Oh, that's a 2.
Harmony, you take 1 shift of damage.
Oh, can I make a lunge for her throat?
You can try, but first you're going to have to roll willpower.
I don't have willpower. I'll hold off on my turn from now.
I have to roll willpower before I can actually attack her.
If you're going to make an attack, you have to roll willpower first.
Okay. 2.
The illusion persists and you're unable to act.
Can I invoke Won't Stand for this to bring that up to a 4?
Sure. You draw upon your inner reserves of mental energy, and you conjure up images of all the people you're fighting for, and you're able to fight back, and the illusion shatters, and you see the Iron Ghost standing before you again. Go ahead and make your attack.
When the Iron Ghost like picked up Harmony by the throat, like her head kind of like jerked back on instinct.
Mm-hmm.
And now, as she's like struggling, she's gonna like slowly bring her head down, and her eyes are black again. And she just like holds out her hand and just sort of like puts it like an inch away from the ghost's face and says, "You know what? It does feel good to be in charge." And then just blast her in the face with a fireball at point blank.
All
And
right.
Girl.
I'm gonna invoke Host with the Most on that as well. 3. Let's make that a 5.
You're my girl, Harmony. You're my girl.
No, she only rolled a 3, so that's 2 shifts of damage.
Is that enough to get her to let go of me?
Oh, yeah.
Run.
Siobhan, would you like to jump up my back with what's his face?
I will, but I want to do something first. Can I conjure a ball and chain attached to the Iron Ghost?
You can try.
5.
She rolled a 5.
I'd like to invoke a fate point, a place for everything and everything in its place. She stays there.
Okay.
And then for my minor action, I will mount Guinevere.
Freezing.
I take what's his name? Dookie?
Doogie.
Dookie?
Doogie. Doogie with a G.
Okay. I'm gonna take the dogster and put him on my back, and I'm just gonna run 2 spaces down with both Siobhan and Doogie on my back.
I'd like to conjure a bundle of flares to help Audrey illuminate her way.
Okay.
That's a 2.
Try to conjure a bunch, that's probably not going to do it.
Okay. Do I conjure any?
1.
Okay. Wing that to the south then.
Another passageway, this one branching off to the east and south.
We're gonna follow Silas, I guess.
Passageway connecting the room you're in to another passageway you guys saw earlier. Doogie's gonna climb off Guinevere's back and say, You all go on ahead, I'll hold her off.
Doogie, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, it's a great idea.
I'm gonna roll talk to try and convince Doogie to not do this thing.
Alright, go ahead.
That's a 0.
He remains unconvinced.
Can I roll talk to try to convince him?
You can try.
I got a 2.
You're right, it's probably a stupid idea.
Hey, buddy. So I basically just like turn over my shoulder and just growl at him with like a very serious
You don't even
face.
say anything, it's just like, I'm gonna stay here and keep her and hold her off. And you're just like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And he's like, you're right, that makes a lot of sense. Alright, Iron Ghost's turn. She's gonna attempt to break out of the shackle that Siobhan put her in. Well, she rolled a 10.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck.
Yeah, you hear the ball and chain you put on her shatter from like as odd moments after you just put it on her too. You guys hear the ghost's footsteps, and for a moment you tense up, but then you realize the footsteps seem to be heading away from you.
Question mark?
And then a second later, the stone in this passage ahead of you seems to swirl and shift, and the Iron Ghost steps out of the stone wall and appears in front of you.
Oh, come the fuck on!
It's a ghost, man.
So that ends her turn.
I want to test a theory. I'm gonna try and blast the ghost again.
Sure. You don't need to make another willpower roll, though.
Theory confirmed. I got a 4.
She rolled a 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna run.
I guess I'll go. I'm gonna throw another flare to the south.
Appears to be a dead end.
Then I'm gonna run to the east 2 zones.
I can keep doing what I do best.
Make a wall.
Yeah. From what I saw last turn, she spent part of her turn just breaking the chain and then the rest of it moving forward. So if she has to always spend half of her turn breaking a wall and then the other half actually moving, then I think that buys us lots of time.
Well, breaking the wall is part of her movement.
Oh. I have an idea. I'm going to use all-purpose magic.
Okay.
I'm just going to try and make... Because I know about the minigun. And I'm guessing there's a lot of iron on her because she's the Iron Ghost.
Stands to reason. Stands to reason.
Iron is magnetic.
Yeah.
So I just want to summon a giant-ass magnet in this zone as her.
Okay. Might need a big roll for that because you're creating something big and you're creating it at a distance too.
I will create the world in my image. 4.
Ooh.
And I'll spend a fate point to create a giant magnet. So that's my major action. For my minor action, I'll move 1 and shine my light down the zone here. To the
Which
south,
one?
sorry. The south.
South,
to the
okay.
south.
It's another tunnel that connects to the southern dead end that Silas discovered.
Cool. Now we know it's the southern dead end. So we move north here from here.
I'll go up and, I'll throw a little bit of fire ahead just so I can see where I'm going.
To the north, the dead end.
So the only way through is past the ghost.
Pretty much.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna double move to here. It's 4 zones.
Iron Ghost's turn. The magnet does catch her minigun in it. So she just ditches it.
I mean, bonus, she has no range now.
That might not be a good thing.
She might not need it.
She's gonna come around here to where you are, and Siobhan, she's gonna try to choke you out now.
All right then. Close quarters combat or physique?
Hey, she's gonna spend a fate point on this to invoke one of her mystery aspects you don't know. She rolled a 5, so you need to roll physique against that.
Excellent. I'm dead.
No, that's a severe consequence.
Severe consequence. Crushed windpipe.
Pretty much, yeah. Back to you guys now.
Okay. I'm going to... Okay, I'll try like a controlled fire blast to the ghost's face again to try and get her to let go of Siobhan.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's a 5. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about the 5.
Oh shit, she only rolled a 2. Oh, she rolled a -4. That's no wonder why.
Holy shit.
I'll go next. We'll just conjure a cube above her to drop on her.
Alright, if you're gonna make an attack, first you need to roll willpower.
3.
As you make ready to perform a conjuration attack against her, you catch sight of her cold, dead eyes. And instead of looking at the Iron Ghost, you're instead looking at all of your squad mates. And one by one, they all begin to shatter into shards of glass instead. And to the rest of you, you just see Siobhan freeze in place. And that is the end of Siobhan's turn.
Siobhan, it's an illusion!
You can't hear her.
Can I make a lunge for the Iron Ghost's throat?
If you're gonna make an attack, you need to roll willpower.
I guess I'll just roll. I got a 0.
Try to make a lunge for the Iron Ghost's throat. Where once you saw one person, she suddenly splits into 3, all wearing military uniforms. They all turn around and look at you and say, "Who are you?" "I don't know who you are." And they all begin to crowd around you and forcing you into a corner, insinuating that you're not who you say you are. But that is the end of your turn. So who's going next?
I'd have to roll willpower if I were to attack her, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Getting that vibe here.
Unless you can justify it being a surprise attack.
I mean, I don't think she knows I exist yet. I haven't actually been in...
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and roll stealth and we'll
see
see.
at all. Sure. For a 3 for stealth.
Now she's not looking at you.
Mayhaps I make a snipe attack against her then?
Go for it.
Also a 3.
She rolled a 6.
I have no more fate points. Shit. Then I'm gonna move over here. Because this ghost is fucking us up and we need to find Oma.
I'm gonna say because you have your aspect of Mama Bear, since you're someone who likes taking care of your squad and you are kind of abandoning them at the moment, I'm gonna give you a fate point for that.
Oh, I'm going to move northwest, the adjacent zone there, and for the first time in history, I'm gonna pull out my Browning high power handgun.
Whoa, how long have you had that?
I would like to make I think it's assault now to attack her.
Yep, that would be assault at this range.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll my willpower. That's a 2.
Before your eyes, the stone tunnels you're in suddenly shapeshift into the hallways of your family's house, as you see them all on fire. And where once you saw the Iron Ghost and Harmony and Siobhan, you instead now see the burning bodies of your family staring up at you in an image taken straight from your memories. Is that the end of everyone's turn for this phase?
Except for Doogie, I think.
I'll see if Doogie can make his willpower roll. Nope. Doogie freezes up like a scared little kid. She's just gonna go straight for Siobhan again, since she's already got her hand around your throat. She got a free invoke on your consequence, so she's gonna use that.
Hooray!
That's a 7.
Holy shit.
Go ahead and roll physique.
Yeah, about that.
Is there anything you can do to bump that up, Siobhan?
Nope.
Oh, you're out of fate points, aren't you?
Yep.
Is there anything that we can give her?
Nope, not during the enemy's turn. Okay, Siobhan, you have two options right now. Number one is you're taken out by the enemy, which means the enemy gets whatever their objective is, which in this case, you would die. Your other option is you take what's known as an extreme consequence, which can absorb up to 8 shifts of damage. That does not go in a consequence slot, that replaces one of your character aspects.